in the universities and in the region. The center will be capable of undertaking high-precision manufacturing projects, sustainable materials, and value engineering. So it goes to show that even though we are not yet fully operating our MEC, we are already doing training and development on this
of the metals and engineering industries. Kaya ngayon pa lang po, meron na tayong curriculum na nile-develop with our academic partners and na-institutionalize siya through our MPIC. He is part of our Mold Technology Support Center. Short background lang rin po about our MPSC. It is a product of an ODA or Official Development Assistance from the Republic of Korea
and remain competitive in the market. And also, MTSC has industry collaboration. It serves as a hub for collaboration among various stakeholders in the metals and engineering and allied industries. So this networking facilitates the exchange of idea and best practices and also technological advancement. So yun po yung mga nagiging focus ni MTSC for now. So to give you a
Society of the Philippines or MRSP, si Philippine Dye and Mold Association po kasi was not available dahil meron daw siyang travel abroad. Kaya we only have 4 presenters for today. The last presenter would be our Philippine Welding Society. Our industry partners po are here para po sa ating media. Kung meron po kayong mga tanong later, following to us on Friday next week.
Industry partners and also to our students, analysts. Just following the almost family-based companies that are here, or that are located here in the Philippines. So those are the synergies that can happen. Those are possibilities. Okay. So that's why we said, okay, this
thank MIRDC for inviting us here today to introduce who is Mia. So before we proceed, I would like to acknowledge and congratulate MIRDC Director, Executive Director Dizon, RDC staff, Sir Fudoli. Thank you for your undying support and dedication to the Association of the Philippines and how it can contribute to nation building. So sino ba si Mia? MIRDC. In order to seek representation of the metalworking industry. So, the metalworking industry is very crucial in the economy as it is the backbone of most other industries like agriculture, construction, transportation, automotive, and even civil cars. We can now do the products locally. So here, as part of our, this was during the PICAF meet last year, and we advocated for the government to do a mandatory clause that the government should be buying locally made products. Okay. Second, we create employment opportunities. If we have more products that are being done locally, then we create more jobs. So by creating jobs and generating revenue, we strengthen academe and with our private building and skills development, as well as quality control. So this is a continuous project of the metalworking industry. As you can see, there we participate in TESTA. We are part of the TESTA's Advisory Council. We coordinate with PhilMec, PhilRise. We do coordination with MIRDC as well as invite foreign consultants. This instance is from Netherlands, so that's so that we will be able to learn from them. Okay, our future objective is to promote export. So unlike the aerospace industry, which is already exporting, our dream is to export. So there are a lot of other sectors in the industry that can still be developed, especially now that the Tatak Pinoy Act has already been signed. Okay. So as our concluding statement, we want to let you know that the metalworking industry or the metalworking sector is committed to advancing this industry and to be active in all activities of the government as well as private. So let's make it the Philippines. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Andrea. Salamat. That was Ms. Andrea Dizo. She will also be presenting for us during the industry forum next week sa Hilton Hotel po in Quezon. You will like very active po ang kanilang ang MRSP with our activities. They are also part of our skills competitions. Engineer Nas, kindly come up to the stage.
MRSP or Mechatronics and Robotics Society. And what we are going to focus for today's presentation is going to be mostly our initiatives towards sustainability and also innovativeness. There we have. So about our organization, MRSP, we are a group of people, professionals in the field of robotics and mechatronics mostly. And when we say mechatronics and robotics, it's already a multi-sectoral field that works on automation, that can find its application on many different industries. It can be a welding robot in a welding society. It can help with the production of aerospace parts, manufacturing, and so on, up to the food industry for packaging and so on. So we are dealing actually with the different sectors of the industry, and our initiatives is to promote the mechatronics, automation, and also robotics through our society. Our organization has also a multi-level membership. We have a student membership, we have professional membership, and we have also our industry partners. So what MRSP does is actually building a gap between industry and academy itself by identifying the need of the industry through our industry partners and just propagate it through the competency standards, through the development of the curriculum to schools, so that we can have engineers, we can have the workers, that their skill is matching the exact need of industry. Here are our vision and missions at MRSP. Our vision is to be the most influential organization in the Philippines, recognized in the advancement of automation, mechatronics, and robotic technology. And we are so proud that announced that today MRSP is already recognized by 32 countries. We have activities with them, we have a policy making, and we are a member of international institutions for robotics and mechatronics. And our missions are, of course, to unite experts, professionals, and promote the data advancement, research, contribution, and so on. And then also, we are trying to create opportunities for our members in response of the need of the multi-sectoral industries. And another mission that we have is to lead the certifying mechatronics and automation professionals. We do have a certification program, and we do also partner with TESDA to provide the national certification for mechatronics level 2 up to level 4. Here are our board of directors and officers for 2023 and 2024. And here are our council of the past presidents, chairmen, also our advisors. MRSP has 12 chapters all around the Philippines, so by the board itself, it's nationally represented in different regions. And we have about 2,000 professional members, about 2,800 student members as of the moment, and we have about 70 company and industry partners. Here is a brief history of our activities. MRSP was founded in 2006, and throughout the year we had several partnerships with TESDA for the competency standard and national certification. We did also projects with MIRDC. We were a partner on Mojave project. Currently, we are also a partner in Cobra project that is for military itself. Aside from that, we also have partnership with our School for Research and Development projects, and we are a member of a global robotic cluster. So here are the MRSP initiatives that directs toward the innovativeness and sustainability for the country. I'm going to give you just a highlight of MRSP key activities throughout the year that can help us to achieve these goals. The first one is participating on a skills competition. Once we talk about innovativeness, one of the ways that we can encourage younger generation to have an innovative mind and to be competitive in their field is by joining the international and also national competitions in both fields of mechatronics, robotics, also emerging technologies such as Internet of Things, so that they can compete. First of all, they can test their knowledge in the international level, and also they can be creative, they can enhance their creativity on the field itself. This is our Team Philippines representing 2023 last year, and also on a skills competition. And yearly we do have also competitions in partnership with MIRDC for the celebration of MNE Week. This is some of the pictures of our last year competition and awarding for the universities. And this year we are also going to have our 7th MRSP National Skills Competition in the field of mechatronics, robotics, and Internet of Things. So another way to be creative and have an innovation in this field is by conducting research and development projects or R&D projects. The picture that you can see here is an IoT lab of the Philippines from Perpetual Health University, one of our recent activities. Another one that we just started and we are working on that is another project that MRSP is partnering with also one of the local companies, Probot, that's on development of a 6-axis robot arm. When we talk about robot arms, it's already helping the sustainability of the manufacturing process, as it will help to increase the productivity in a manufacturing level. At the same time, it will increase the accuracy, so we will have a more quality product with a lower cost. But in contrast, it will also happen that some of the jobs of the worker will be replaced by those robots. That's also another initiative that MRSP is taking to action by providing the upscaling program. This is happening very fast, faster than before. We talked about Industry 4.0 just maybe 2 years ago, and now we are talking about Industry 5.0. So it's very important for the building of the nation to take action to provide programs for upscaling both workers and also engineers in the universities, so they can cope up with this fast-changing environment and industry. These are some of our educational programs with TESTA, and this is an MRSP certification in the field of mechatronics, automation engineering that we are offering together with the training. So that can be both for professionals who are working and they are wishing to just upskill their knowledge, and also for the workers who want to have a better job opportunities. So another way to promote sustainability is going to be through conduct of the webinars, conferences, and workshops. MRSP yearly, this is from last year, our media convention that we conducted. Also, we invite industry partners, we invite from DOST and from also professionals and students to present their R&D projects. We are also partnering with Singapore to conduct the AI Asia Expo. This is also November last year. And we do have yearly our international conference on the field of automation, robotics, and mechatronics that from all around the board, mostly also from the Philippine regions, are presenting their works and papers in our research conference. And this year we are going to have our 6th iCamero, which is going to be on September 2024 in Cebu City. Another way to promote also sustainability would be industry collaborations. We have partners from different exhibitions, nationally and also internationally. And we do work on development of policies and also competency standards, most especially in the field of robotics, which currently is lacking to have a policy that manufacturers and companies can follow. So one of our activities is partnering also with a society that is for Korean and ASEAN countries. We had this convention last November, and we already discussed inside about the industry and how we can make the policy and how we can implement it much more faster in the country. So to wrap up the discussion, we see the future contribution to sustainability through the enhanced training programs, to community engagement, outreach programs, to promote the green technologies, to have the policy advocacies and also influential activities, and also for international collaborations. So that's all for today. Thank you.
Here, Isidro Milio of the Philippine Welding Society Naman. Engineer Sid is also part of the MIRDC. So we are very excited to hear, sir, your presentation. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, Ms. Kai. Dr. Dizon, yung boss namin. Sir Wei Budolig, Dr. Budolig, our Deputy Executive Director. Industry partners, and also media partners. Good morning. Allow me to present to you the brief background and history of history and services of Philippine Welding Society. Okay, so on September 1991, it was encouraged by the government and business sector, educators and practitioners, 12 founding members from the construction, manufacturing and inspection companies banded together and established the Philippine Welding Society. On February 13, 1992, PWS was registered with the SEC as a non-stock, non-profit organization. To date, we have around 14,000 individual members. That includes welding professionals and students. We have also around 189 companies, corporate members from heavy industries, building and fabrication companies, and also schools. Currently, these are the officers of Philippine Welding Society from GEODA, Philippines, WTL, CIPRA, of course MRDC, Manila, NYKP, and LSPD. So our mission is to enhance the competencies of welding practitioners in delivering positive contributions, and also to be the authority in welding engineering and technology that aims to result in safety, reliability, and quality and productivity.
So I'm with USAID, or the US